Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Monday, March 5th. And the headlines, more like winter this week with some snow. We could see a couple or a few inches of snow, especially for tonight and tomorrow across south central, central, and north central or Michigan as it looks right now. No big storms as it appears. It looks like the system off to our west will be transitioning its energy to another East Coast bomb, and they expect a pretty good nor'easter once again. It could bring a lot of the major cities along the East Coast some significant snows. And again, for us this week, we'll be running about 5 to 10 degrees below normal. It looks like we may warm up towards next weekend, though, so we'll keep an eye on that. As far as temperatures out there this morning, mainly in the mid-20s across much of the area, colder low 20s over there in the thumb. And as far as the Sunday wrap, we had a high yesterday of 39, a low of 25, no precipitation. So far this morning, 25 degrees. Our normals are now up to 38 with a normal low of 20. And as far as the radar, you can see that activity with the developing system. We got an upper low and a low pressure system to the north, a low pressure system developing across the plains. They're going to merge their energy off here to the south. That's going to allow cold air to come in and bring a whole lot of snow across the Dakotas into Minnesota and Wisconsin. That system then will begin to move almost due east, should bring some snow into the state tonight and tomorrow. Again, the strongest part of the storm is going to be off to our west, and then it's going to transition its energy again off to the east coast. And we can look on the low-level wind fields, and you can see where these two areas of low pressure systems are. And again, they'll merge here over southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, Iowa area. And again, the low pressure system will then begin to transition its energy off to this East Coast bomb, and that's going to again bring a lot of heavy snow to the major cities: New York, Boston, Baltimore. Again, could be many inches of snow with lots of high winds. Winter storm watches are flying over portions of that area right now, and that would be for mainly late Tuesday into Wednesday. And again, locally, a couple, 2 or 3 inches of snow could fall across the area. We'll keep an eye on that. The upper low will move from the Corn Belt right across about the I-94 corridor, and it's going to have a cold pocket of air above it. So as we get into Thursday, there could be more in the way of snow showers there, as well as tomorrow, again, across the southern part of the state. So many areas could see enough to whiten the ground. Some areas could see a few inches of snow. It really depends on how quickly this system weakens and transfers its energy off to the east. If we look at quantitative precipitation, there's still plenty enough that could give us a couple of inches of snow across the area, but you can see by far the heaviest precipitation off to our west. And again, that system will be dying out as the new one takes a hold over the east coast. As far as snowfall, you can see where the very significant snow is possibly up to 6 to 10 inches off to our west, maybe even more. And again, it'll weaken as it comes to the east. But again, one of the things the models tend to do is weaken these systems a little too quick. So if someone were to end up with 4 or 5 inches of snow across the area, it wouldn't shock me. But again, I think the best bet is around 1 to 3 inches of snow, but something we really want to keep an eye on. If it doesn't weaken as quickly, then we could see more in the way of snowfall here as well. Most likely that's not the best bet, but something we certainly want to keep an eye on. As far as the forecast goes, you can see plenty of 30s throughout the week. And again, our best chance of snow will be for tonight into Tuesday. And then another system, weak system, comes in on Thursday. And again, we'll warm up, I think, as we get towards next weekend, maybe into the 40s once again. No big storms as it looks right now. But again, this one for tonight and tomorrow could prompt a winter weather advisory across parts of the area. Right now, that's pretty iffy, but something we'll keep an eye on. Could affect the morning commute tomorrow morning, so that might be why we might see a winter weather advisory at that time. As far as weather watch, you can see the winter storm warnings, even blizzard warnings in Nebraska. And again, that heavy snow transitioning to the southeast, expected to weaken, but again, I would not be surprised to see a winter weather advisory across portions of the state here later on today. And again, as that energy transfers over to the East Coast, winter storm watch is flying along the big cities in the East Coast. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great Monday, a great work week, and 73s to all.